Thursday special, high price phobia, NBCC. Well, it's been a high flyer. It was a 4-digit stock. It may be a 3-digit stock right now. But Darshan, according to your analysis, even though the stock is an expensive stock, and good things always come at a great price.
See, that is right. You always have to pay value if you want value. So we're talking about NBCC today just for disclosure that this is for knowledge purpose and not a recommendation. The big trigger for NBCC will be the stake sale. Now, the government owns 90%, but if you're looking at the shareholding pattern for the balance 10%, you know, most of the major funds are shareholders, but then there's a limited capacity because of just the 10% float. So once the government decides to get the float from 90% to get their shareholding to 75%, that is where the real trigger will come in, because a lot of funds are interested in picking up stake in the company. The second trigger is the tag that it has is a public works organization, which actually helps the company get in most of the contracts even without much competition. So a lot of PSU companies, they prefer NBCC because of their project management consultancy business. Very asset-light model for an EPC company. You've seen how private companies are saddled with debt. Asset-light company, negative working capital, cash-rich company, and mainly most of the money that they get a lot of advance as far as their customer is concerned. So in terms of financial, that is what works for NBCC. Government initiative on land, this is a big trigger because, you know, it is looking at actually developing the excess land that PSUs have. It is the preferred choice for PSU. And if the deal with Air India actually goes through, that is a big trigger for NBCC. Analysts put it at a $1 billion deal that could happen. So that is the big trigger for NBCC. And because of corruption issues that have arisen as far as some of the private companies are concerned, NBCC is the preferred mode of communication between the government as well as the other parties. And finally, triggers for growth, high price. If you're looking at it, the government has indicated 100 smart cities, so NBCC will play a part in it. They're looking at a lot of redevelopment projects which are high margin, which will aid the margins for the company. And finally, the company is now developing its own land bank because of the cash that it has on its book, and that will be the big trigger going ahead, because margins on own projects will be much higher than what it is doing currently.
Okay, very interesting company.